Using phones to capture attention at the moment. MySpace to reveal their personal details and getting photos taken while posing as models. The evidence of that fact. All of these cornerstones of young adult life screen under construction to the right. If this does not convince you, look at the myriad of statistics that support this conclusion. Road toll, drug use statistics, university completion rates, unwanted pregnancy rates, hospital casualty records, and bankruptcy rates. All point to one of two possibilities. Either young people are incredibly unlucky, or that age confers wisdom. You may well be aware of the Darwin Awards, which to my thinking is the equivalent of the Oscars for young people, whose wisdom is prepubescent and whose brains are under construction. My personal favourite comes from the United States, where the telephone halfway under the road. That's not the great calculator. But in conclusion, I'm well aware that given the state of the construction of the minds of my opponents, they may not grasp many of the points made today. And my argument will be judged for those with sufficient wisdom to grasp the context.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I start, I'd just like to give a disclaimer for our team. Any examples used in our team's case are completely non-personal and do not reflect on any real people. Ladies and gentlemen, before I start the team's case, there are some logical fallacies I have to point out with the opposition's case and cause. Now, normally I would rebut any points the opposition's first speaker just said. However, as this lawyer just got up and I guess forgot what he was doing, probably due to the oncoming mad cow disease, which I guess is common at that age, but he then sat down again. I didn't really have anything to really go off. However, I'm sure that any points he meant to get across during that would be completely refuted during our team's case. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the concept of age conferring wisdom is completely absurd. Today the negative team will be arguing this, that age does not confer wisdom, and while providing the affirmative team is wrong in every way, everything they say and do and think. We would like to agree with the affirmative team definition, one thing, well, sure. However outdated. Today our team's case, I will cover the issues of the debate, including the importance of experience. Mr. Eric Gotch, our second speaker, will look at the fallacies of their arguments, pretty much everything, to the current climate of the debate, while Gigi, our third speaker, will leave you in no doubt, and also probably in tears, that we are correct in saying that age does not confer wisdom. Overall, I'll pretty much be covering the debate side of the debate, while the other two speakers will be covering the great side of it. Alright, now on to the negative team case. A wise young man once said, wisdom is the sum of one's experiences. Experiences can be gained at any age, and sometimes those with age on their side still lack the experience of wisdom. That said, wisdom can also be attained by those of less age because of their past experiences. Super cool name. Sounds like top builders. For example, from experiences from the past students currently have wisdom not to question the force in which a wooden ruler can be thrown or shoved into places. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire debate is about age. But who can trust the oldies? They can't even decide whether Lady Gaga is a singer or the name of some new special medication. Nope. And the daily struggle to find a radio station that doesn't play doof doof. Ladies and gentlemen, although we go through life clearly respecting our elders, their wisdom isn't a result of their age. That is all I have to say. However, before I go, I'd like to leave you with one final thought to ponder. Wisdom implies the ability to learn from one's mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, how many fires does the chemistry department have?
Oh, he's getting up.
If age does not confer wisdom, all you really need to know, you learned in kindergarten. For most of you young'uns, it is, I think, therefore I follow. We've all heard these truths. The wisdom of ages, putting an old head on young shoulders. If it's so simple to be wise, fella, just say something stupid and then think it and don't say it. Well, you've got nothing to say, that's all right. If I have seen further, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants, said Isaac Newton. What did he mean? He didn't mean you too can advance scientific knowledge by cutting and pasting from Wikipedia. Newton meant that the reason he could make those advances was because of the accumulated sum of scientific knowledge that other scientists laid the foundation for. The real truth is, we learn wisdom from failure much more than from success.
For information, is that what we learned from wisdom from you?
Some of what will do by what won't do. And probably those that never made a mistake never made a discovery. Those that can't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. In high school science, we often miss the big ideas. As a man of science, I ask the Year 10s and the Year 11s this question. If I throw a seed in the ground and come back years later to find a tree has grown where the seed was thrown, where does the weight of the wood in the tree come from?
My time.
Consider your journeys through what is the IB. The wisdom that you have. The Year 10s should seek out the Year 11s for their wisdom that they may impart. Year 11 should seek out the Year 12s. Consider this statement. If I knew then what I know now, what would you change? Would you go back in time, so being wiser, you could pick up more women, you could make more money, or you could avoid making that big mistake?
Point of information? If you're so wise, why haven't you done any of this?
Oh God. Epically owned. What?
How do I know what I know? What makes you think that? What is the big idea that the question relates to? But with age, you may come to be a fond of true wisdom and impart messages of great meaning, such as reports that say something hasn't happened are always interesting to me, because as we know, there are known knowns. There are things we know we know. We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know, but there are also unknown unknowns.